So as a bit of fun, I made a design. So the ship design, or the drone design I've made, is based on a diamond. So we have two rings. We have the kind of positive electric field entrapment that I've shown there. We have the layers of crystal for a refraction index, and actually if we have a positive area, whilst a electromagnetic wave is being pushed out, I again hypothesize it will drag on that electromagnetic space-time and actually cause a upwards movement or upwards force. So I've kind of colour-coded it there. Now again, I keep telling everyone, I haven't carried out these experiments myself, but they are simple and basic ideas which I wanted to carry out with the supervision of engineers at the university that I'm at. However, nobody ever seems interested, so maybe it's all a load of crap. So now here we go, harmonic drive here, central column, maybe some kind of support. So here we can see how the refraction crystals can produce gravity or a force in any direction that we want. Here's a kind of a design. So we've got layer 1, layer 2, support column, this is where two rings would be. The idea of the harmonic drive which I've described in my work. Now here I've kind of colour-coded it. So we have our diamond-shaped ship. We use the refraction index to get the force in the direction we want to move. This can also be considered as making a stream of movement, maybe a hyperdrive. Who knows? Who knows? But consider this. If we're making a force in this direction, you can think of it as almost like condensing space-time in a specific direction, making some kind of movement. I hypothesize that these two rings which produce an electromagnetic field will be distorted by these red vectors which kind of indicate what I'm talking about with refraction. So again, what would happen is this bubble here would probably be pushed inwards, pushed forwards and stretched. This would result in even faster movement, I think. Then in this green area we have the harmonic drive. The harmonic drive, which would be pushing in the opposite direction, would also be pushed down on again, increasing the speed. So again, for me, I think all of this can be done using basic antennas. So here's the design for my ship. This was a poorly drawn image here, so I'm scribbling this out. So here we have it. Here's another form of lift, which I spoke about, I think, in video 1. So we use positive electric field entrapment, we create some electromagnetic waves. The positive fields are going to be dragging on those waves, I think. Maybe I've got it completely wrong. And I think this is another form of creating lift. However, you don't necessarily have to use this here, because the refraction index, which is kind of mimicking Earth's gravity, I think, this is just my idea, it's just an idea I'm putting out there, it's creating another force for moving it. So eventually I came down to something like this. Now we've got this triangular ship from the front, we've got this kind of aura being created here, and essentially it's just zipping forwards. So we've got aura 1, which is being created by this plane here. Aura 2, which is working with those two electric rings which I mentioned here. So again, my ship design kind of mimics potentially a planet, and I think, oh, we have one more sheet. So when I said we have those refraction vectors being pushed outwards, well essentially, if they're at the right size and right frequency, they can prevent data from light being transported backwards from the ship. So the light comes forwards, it hits the waveforms which are being pushed outwards, but if the frequency here pushing outwards is faster than the frequency pushing in, that data in the light is going to only access the data in the space around the ship and not the ship itself. So I hypothesize that this same very basic idea would potentially, possibly, allow for some invisibility. And yeah, I don't feel particularly impressed about what I've done here, but I just wondered if anybody had any interest, because nobody seems to respond to my videos, and potentially I'm just like, well, I don't think there's any aliens in Earth. I just think it's very simple Maxwellian stuff here. Thank you for your time. Bye.